I don't often talk about the emotional side of this entire journey, but I will tell you that it has been one of the most traumatic things that I have ever gone through. I was the version of who I am right now, while in many ways I'm a better version of myself than I was 3 years ago. In also many ways, I have lost or been robbed of so many positive things of who I was. And that is simply because this experience or the medical stuff that I have gone through have robbed me of that. And it has been a fight every single day to maintain some semblance of who I am and some of the joy that I used to have, or the joy that I would bring to this world, because I had the ability to do that. And I have needed to constantly find new ways to ignite a sense of self, to ignite passion, to ignite joy. And it's been hard. It's been really freaking hard. When I talk to clients about what it means to like go through suffering or go through grief, I'm talking about it from a firsthand account because I've lived it. I've grieved who I was, who I might never be again. I have known the pure definition of agony and suffering when I have been in bed screaming up to the heavens, begging God to either just make it worse and get me into a hospital and let them figure out what the hell's going on with me, or just heal me and call it a day. And it's like when you're at that point where you are begging for something to change because you're basically being suspended in this middle ground of horrible things happening and no rhyme or reason to it, your soul just breaks in half. And I truly don't know where I got the courage for it. I don't know where I got the resiliency or the stability for it. I just know that in every single moment of darkness, and there have been many, many moments of darkness, somehow, some way, the light turns back on. And I don't think that it's because I like switch on to an emotion of being like, yes, I finally figured it out. I think it's because something within inside of me just kicks in when there's nothing else left. And it is satisfying to know that, like at a certain point you kind of say like, I've been through worse, which is so messed up, but it's the truth. Like I have been through worse. And then there's moments where I go, this is the worst thing that I've ever gone through, and I don't know if I'm going to make it. And somewhere between those two moments is this space of saying, you're going to persevere and you're going to get through it. And for anybody who's going through this journey, know that I see you and I understand, and I'm here for you if you need that support, because I went through this without the adequate mental health support. And it's not to say I had family, I had friends who tried their best to understand, but like sometimes you need a therapist who's been through it or who has experienced it to say, I get it. I understand what it's like to have all these mystery things happen. I understand what it's like when your day is derailed. I understand what it's like when you have nowhere to go and nothing left to give and you're basically done. And yet something says, keep going. So if you need a listening ear, I am here. I'm trying to pay it forward because I didn't have that. And I never want somebody to feel the way that I felt, screaming into the abyss, begging someone to understand where I was coming from and being constantly invalidated or told that what I was experiencing wasn't real.